Here I am, back with yet another unprepared video. This time with a slightly different camera angle, because actually, yesterday I sat down and tried to edit one of my videos, and I realized that I look like shit with the old camera angle. So now I'm trying a slightly new one, but I'm not sure if that's really gonna help, because maybe it's just the fact that I look shit, no matter the fucking angle. But anyways, also, since I'm trying to start editing these videos, I think I will have to make some changes to my highly, what's the proper word? To my highly thought out video making process, because so far this process has been to start recording and talk a lot of nonsense into the camera for 30 minutes straight and then hit upload on YouTube and hope that no one sees the shit I'm posting. But like the videos that I'm making right now, they are so bad. It's not really, I don't really feel like it's worth putting in the time to edit them. Or put differently, it's like I tried to edit yesterday for half an hour and I got basically nothing done, because really I'm just learning it from scratch. And so this is going to take quite a bit of my time, and so I want to make sure that this time is spent somewhat well. And so I think I might be trying to make a more scripted video where I actually sit down and think of something worthwhile to talk about, and then script down my thoughts and then make a video about that and then edit that video. And so this way I at least have somewhat more worthwhile training material to train my editing on. I still don't think that there's going to be a lot of worthwhile thoughts coming out of me trying to script one of these videos, because I just realized today again I'm trying to do between 90 minutes and 2.5 hours of basically like stretching exercises every single day, because my body is quite a mess. And the exercises that I know I can do within like roughly 90 minutes that I wanted to do today, it took me over 3 fucking hours to do them, because one, I was like sometimes just randomly sitting on the floor, staring into the void and like thinking about some stuff. And then somewhere midway through, I don't even know why. Like I had it in my mind that I needed to check something out on YouTube. So the idiot that I am, I did. And then I watched YouTube videos for an hour before I finally got myself together and managed to finish my exercises. And so I'm like wondering why I am so incredibly unfocused, even with like the simplest task, because really I feel like following an exercise routine, because I'm basically doing the same stretching exercises every single day. Like it's not that mentally taxing to do this. Like the amount of focus you need to have in order to follow this kind of routine without getting distracted is pretty damn low, and I'm completely failing at that. I mean, at least I'm in a somewhat positive spirit right now, so I can frame it as like one more area where I can progress, where I can make progress in. And this area is like not getting distracted while exercising. But anyways, what did I want to talk about? Or what did I talk about? Yeah, editing the YouTube videos. Oh yeah, and so this is kind of the idea that I just had, that I try to script a video and then I try to edit it. At the same time, my approach to life right now, and this is an approach that for once I actually follow and take action on. My approach to life right now is that I do hard things essentially, and the way you know you're doing hard things is when you force yourself to do things you don't want to do. And the more I try to do this, the more I realize that my mind is actually pretty good at finding very reasonable sounding reasons not to do the things that I don't want to do right now. And so I think the thing with like scripting is just, it probably actually is just a way for me to avoid sitting down to edit this one damn video I already have up there ready to edit, because I won't fucking lie, editing sucks ass right now. I hate being bad at new things that I start. And the only reason why I can get myself to do this right now is because I'm trying to really get better at doing hard things, and it is like, and so editing is like a challenge for me to get better at the skill of doing hard things. So yeah, so what I'm probably going to do is I will edit that one video that is already on my Mac. I will try to edit it. No, I will have to sit down and force myself to edit it completely over the next 2 days, simply because it is something that sucks, and then I can write down a certainly very, very professional script at work, or maybe just Tuesday evening when I start working again, and then edit that video as well. And then the idea would be to make like one video per day still, and actually upload them, lol, and not just keep them on my phone because they are so fucking bad. And to still make one, so the goal is to still make one video per day, and 6 of those videos would be just the normal bad videos with long pauses where I think about the next word to say, and then maybe one video will be slightly less bad because I edit out all the pauses and the moments where I don't know what to say and where I think of the English word for what I want to say and ramble on about too many details. I think that is a good plan for today and for tomorrow. Not too bad. Now, what else can I actually talk about? I mean, I did sit down to do some commenting on Synthesizer School yesterday, but I really don't want to mix the two, like YouTube and Synthesizer School right now. I have a bad feeling about mixing the two, so I won't do it. So what can I talk about? Huh. Maybe. Oh, I can talk about another plan I have for my YouTube videos. Or actually, I can just try to properly sort out the next step for this YouTube hobby and how I can implement, and once I have sorted my mind, how I can then write these things down to implement them. I mean, basically I just have to sort out my mind and then try to remember the things that I sorted out for 15 minutes, which will be a challenge, I think, in my current state, and then write them down and try to implement them into my life. So there are really 3 changes, or let's call them experiments, 3 experiments I want to make. Maybe let's call them changes, because I have massive problems to pronounce the word experiments. So there are 3 changes that I want to make. One, as I already said, start to edit videos, and as a concoction with that, I don't know if that's the right word, but fuck it. In concoction with that, also start to script my videos, or script at least 1 video per week. Or at least script 1 video that, I don't fucking know, what am I talking about? Let's try to say this again. So the first change I want to make is to start editing 1 video and editing and scripting some of my videos. And then the second thing that I want to make is make videos that are not just me talking. And I think I already mentioned this in yesterday's video, or maybe in some video before that, I have no fucking clue. Start making videos where I also write something down and can show what I write in the video. And so this will be the case either on my Mac or on my tablet. I will probably test both of them. I will definitely test both of them. So that's the next experiment. And then I just saw a video on YouTube today of someone having like a sped up let's call it sped up version of where he filmed himself doing also his exercise routine at home. And so I also want to just try to film myself doing my exercises and then upload this as well, or try to incorporate it into my videos. The reason why the video of this dude filming his exercises inspired me to do it as well was because the way he exercised and the way he had set up his room for exercises was pretty damn similar to myself. because I was also basically just doing a home workout in this pretty tiny apartment, and just like I'm doing when I'm not sitting on the ground thinking about useless shit. And it makes me wonder sometimes I'm I'm actually afraid to say this. I don't think I should, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna say that it's strategically not strategic. Yeah. Anyway, so maybe I should be editing this video. I mean, that's not gonna happen, but still. Yeah, so that's another thing. And yeah, and what I really wanted to talk about was, fuck it, I'm gonna say what I wanted to say. I feel bad not saying it now. So sometimes there are like these weird instances where you really think that, and I don't know why it might be, like there are these weird instances where you get Google recommendations that are weirdly specific to your current situation, but they're not like really specific to your current situation, but they're like specific to some weird subconscious stuff that has been like shaking me up. And then I get like some recommendations from YouTube. It's very fucking strange. And like, so one of those instances was this video of this guy exercising, because like, I don't know when it was, but I think it was around yesterday evening, like over the last few days, where we currently had the thought that, oh, I should start like basically documenting my journey more with actual video, like actually documenting the journey of me doing things instead of just me talking about the things that I do. I mean, not that there's a lot of stuff I do, but still, yes, that is this distinction. And then I had like, and then I got like this morning, I got this YouTube video recommended by this guy, basically doing exactly the thing that I had thought about doing. And this was like, which was like filming himself with a low effort camera setup while exercising. And this is like, this was not a thought that was like on the top of my head. It was just something I had thought about like 2 or 3 times and was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back to it someday, whatever. And then I get his YouTube recommendation. And then another instance was, I'm in Germany and we recently had elections in Germany, and I was incredibly unsure about what party to vote for. And it's like on a day where I was especially unsure who to vote for, I got this YouTube video by, I don't know his name, but I think it was George Carlin. And I got this YouTube video by George Carlin. Or it wasn't uploaded by George, whatever. I got this YouTube video from George Carlin recommended, where he was talking about not voting. And it was like, that was exactly the thing that I was thinking about doing. Because I was also thinking like, it's like, when all the parties you can vote for are shit, it might be better to, the right move might be to to not participate in the game altogether and just don't think about it at all. And it's like, I mean, this is not really the topics I want to talk about, to be honest, but it's like people tend to say, oh yeah, you have to participate in democracy. But I don't, when all the parties you can vote for basically are all shit, and when there's like 50 million people voting in the country, it is easy to think that your vote, it's like, you can make when all the parties you can vote for are shit, and you are only one of many, and your vote only counts as one as millions of votes, it might be the case that voting is not the most effective way to participate in democracy. Oh my god, I'm already failing to not participate in the game. So essentially the idea is that you just think about it. If the game is shit, you just try to participate as little in it as possible, and you can also connect this to the Stoic idea of focusing on the things that you can control and just ignoring all the things that you can't control. And God knows there are enough things and problems in my life that I can control, that I should work on. And so, yeah, anyways. Yeah, so this was the thing where like this was, but you know, the George Carlin video and talking about not voting was like the second instance or another instance that happened in like the last few weeks where I got this weird YouTube, it was basically YouTube recommendations both times, where I got this weird YouTube recommendations that were like weirdly pointing out some subconscious thoughts that I kind of had going on. And it makes me wonder if there's like some secret spying or something like that going on you, or if the YouTube algorithm really has been improved so much and been getting so good about the last, I don't know, 2 decades or so, or 1.5 decades. I don't even know when YouTube came out, to be honest. Or if the YouTube algorithm just has gotten so good that in a sense it knows you better than you do, which is a bit of a scary thought, but honestly also an incredibly useless thought, because it doesn't change anything about the things that I have to do and the improvements I try to take in my life. So yeah, so the 3 YouTube experiments I want to do are 1, editing and scripting videos, 2, doing videos where I can make some drawings, and 3, documenting some of my exercises. And then the question is, how can I put them into a coherent process of experiments? I mean, honestly, let's not make this more complicated than it is. I think for March I will just focus on making my daily videos and editing and scripting a bit, and then in April I think I will start with making like 10 videos on my tablet. Oh my god, the audio might be pretty bad. Who knows, I have a microphone coming in a few days. So I will be making some videos on my tablet where it will basically just be the tablet screen and me talking, but then I can make some nice drawings. Maybe my thoughts come across as a bit more coherent when I draw, and also maybe I can speak more coherent when I have the drawings to remind me of what I'm actually talking about. So that's number one. At the beginning of April, 10 videos on the tablet drawing, then 10 videos on the Mac drawing. I'm sure there's some Paint program or something like that on there. I have hardly used my Mac so far. And then hopefully I can also make like screen capture the Mac and at the same time have my face also on there. Like I think I've seen some people do this, and so hopefully I can do it as well with little effort. And then I think I will be doing some more experiments to really hammer in some good setup where I can like talk into the camera and also make drawings on a screen somewhere. And then I will, after that, I will start filming me doing exercises. And I think the way that I will do this is I will basically film myself doing exercises and hope that I don't fucking run out of, oh my god, I don't know the English word again. Hope that the video file, I will hope that the video file does not get too large when I do these exercises. And then I will probably like do 10 videos where I just show myself doing the exercises and then make like a voice overlay talking about the stuff I always talk about, but then at least with some proper video or some better, slightly better video going on in the background. I think that's a good plan. And then the next thing I want to talk about is also related to YouTube. Yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is also related to YouTube. I've been thinking, and this is inspired by Hamza is doing this series where he is basically documenting his kickboxing. Kickboxing is probably the thing and the name of it, where he's documenting his kickboxing training. And these videos, I mean, I feel like Hamza is not as disciplined and it's not really focused. It's like he's changing his mind pretty often, so it's like he's not as committed, but it's like Hamza's not as disciplined as he could be, and he's changing his mind quite often in these videos. But there's something oddly motivating about watching him train every single day. And I've been thinking like it would be kind of cool to have someone documenting his journey and see him start from absolute zero and then over years of just daily consistent dedication to his training or whatever the fuck you're doing, gets better and better at it. Now that's not quite it. That's not why it would be interesting. It's more like to see someone take action every single day. No, it's like to see someone take actions that you could take as well every single day, and then do these actions consistently for years and get great results from it. That is what would be quite interesting, or quite a cool concept for a YouTube channel. This video was a mess, but anyway.